Welcome, everyone, to episode 17 of the COD Casuals. I'm your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we're here.
Yes, we are. We are here.
How are you?
Good. We were just saying before complaining about the heat, it is god-awful.
Yeah.
The past couple days, it is like 90s, humid. We're doing this in the basement right now because it's cool.
Yeah, different area.
Yeah.
The audio might be better down here, to be honest, just because it's not as like echoey.
Yeah, right. There's no white noise or anything around here. But yeah, otherwise doing pretty good. I mean, just trying to enjoy some of the weather and stay cool as much as I can.
Even though it's too hot.
Yeah.
It's hot and humid here. That's a problem. Like, it's 90s right now in New England, and but it's just humid.
Yeah, I like the heat. Like summer, I love that. What was that season? Dude, I'm faded right now.
Yeah.
That's the heat. It's what it's doing to me.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything. But it's just when the humidity hits.
Yeah.
That's when I can't.
Yeah.
You know, like I enjoy the dry heat.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I was working today, and I was just sweating sitting there.
Yeah.
Like I'm working from home, and the AC unit isn't in, and I just had the windows open and 2 fans.
Yeah.
So
Nah, it's brutal. Like
Yeah.
today's my day off, so I stayed in the AC all day.
yeah,
And then I was like, I gotta go take the trash out. I went outside. Oh, I felt like I had to shower when I came back in.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
that's how it is. Like when you walk upstairs in my room,
Ah.
like you walk upstairs and you open the door and you can feel the wall in there.
Yeah.
But, like I want to work down here, but like I can't bring my whole setup down here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can't just bring my laptop. Like
Yeah.
working on one laptop's terrible.
Yeah. So if you live in Florida, man, during this time, God bless you.
I mean, they must have all AC though.
Yeah, you have
central air.
Yeah. Maybe they have
Oh.
like some like clothing down there too, where there's constant AC built into the clothing. You need something
I
like
need
that to stay cool,
I
bro.
need that. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you go outside, ooh,
Yeah.
get that
Humidity.
swampy humidity. Forget
Yeah.
about it.
But I mean, like Florida's like all water though, so I feel like you could just
Yeah,
jump
you could,
in the
you
water.
could just kick it by the water. You'd be
Yeah.
good to go.
I wish I had a pool. I'd just be sitting in the pool
all day,
just
all day. Right. No, we were joking about that too. Watching, we were
The
watching the
COD
games
games,
this
yeah.
weekend. Yeah, because it was so freaking
So
hot out
hot.
watching the games too. And it was funny. A couple of the players, I saw them on Twitter complaining about that. Their AC broke.
Yeah.
I think it was Temp from Paris. He was saying his AC broke and he had to play.
Yeah.
I could not imagine, bro.
Welcome to our world. We don't make enough money to do that.
Yeah, legit.
We're just sitting here. I'm sitting there in the heat, just like
Yeah.
with the fan slightly blowing on me, so it doesn't affect my comms.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then you get like a little bit of your hands start getting sweaty.
Yeah.
And then the thumbsticks, they're
Yeah.
destroyed. Yeah.
And then when you're in the heat of the moment,
Oh.
you're just like
Yeah.
you're sweating even more. You're literally sweating.
And I move my chair and I'm stuck to it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh Jesus Christ.
You got, well, what does Hitch call it? The swamp ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what it is. That drives me nuts if I'm
Yeah.
playing and that happens to me.
Yeah.
But good segue into driving me nuts. We wanted to focus on this podcast some of the pet peeves and call
Yeah.
it not necessarily with ourselves. Some of them that I compiled on my list. Some things are personal, maybe like 1 or 2, but a lot of them is just like playing the game, things that people do. And we can just honestly jump right into it. This happened. This one scenario I was thinking of. I think it was just a couple of days ago. We see it all the time, whether it's the pro scene or it's in public matches, is teammates running in one by one.
One by one.
One by one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, for a perfect example, I think, because, again, we've talked to everybody before about how we play control. I think if you play control, Garrison, it's A. That's outside of the server room, like top green. Right?
B.
Yeah, B.
B.
Yeah, that hill is hard to break. Dude, the teammates just run in, like, right out that door from server.
Oh,
just
no,
like
it
green.
is. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
Right.
what you're
They just
talking-
running out,
One by
one by one.
Yeah.
And they're just getting ice. You see the lives dropping, and you and me, I'm losing composure. I'm gonna break my freaking controller in half. You know,
Yeah.
it's the dumbest thing.
Yeah. We've both had those experiences where it's like it's tied 10-10 in lives, and we're like fighting for that point, and me and you are like working for the flank or something, or someone's in top green and the other person's flanking,
Yep.
and the teammates are like, one, they're dead. Another one, they run in, they're dead, and it's most likely from one guy, and the dude's just sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you move if everyone's just gonna run at you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, our lives were even, and literally 10 seconds later, like, we're losing.
Yeah. There are so many times where we'll be playing it and we're just frying. Like, we're in our own realm, just like going off,
Yeah.
doing what we can. And then we look at the lives and we're down like 5-6 lives. I'm like, yo, what happened?
Yeah.
You know, especially that map. Like, if they'll have somebody on on the artillery, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just posted up looking,
Yeah.
like whether they're looking right, like to that alleyway there or that lane, or they're watching top green.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I've seen it where people just go in one by one, and they don't even check that. Like, teammates will die.
Yeah, they just run in.
Yeah.
A lot of, maybe it's just us because, like, we watch, like, pros and stuff, or we're just, like, conscious about, like, pushing the points like that. Like, they don't check corners. Like, a lot of people just run in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's so stupid. That ties in with, like, another point. It's not really, like, a big point, but it's just the idea of awareness. Like, me, like, I die near a guy, or I get killed by somebody, and there's a teammate right near, and the teammate doesn't get the kill. He just has no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
That's exactly what those teammates will do if they're pushing. They just keep going in one by one.
Yeah.
First guy dies in front. Guy behind him has no idea. He's got blinders on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. People always, like, you expect the trade.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally lined up, and some people just, like, they don't know what's happening. You die, and then they just die right afterwards.
Yeah.
Especially, like, it's really annoying when you run through a doorway or something, and someone's sitting in the corner, and they kill you, and someone's behind you, and they run through the doorway too.
Yeah.
And they die from the same person in the corner.
Yeah.
They literally just watched me die.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't put it together.
Oh, no, it's so ridiculous. You know, I think part of that, what helps us is because we have headsets, you know?
Yeah. Well, like,
that does help a bit. I'm not excusing these people. It
helps a bit. But if someone's sitting in a corner and, like, they're not moving, and we die from them, that makes sense. You know, like, we didn't check that corner.
Mm-hmm.
But that second person that just watched us die from that corner should put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. No, it's always like the headset thing is more if there's something that maybe we're not looking at, like in a particular corner or just a part of the map. We hear gunshots.
Yeah.
You know, or we're looking at the mini map and we see, you know, one of the players gone.
Yeah.
That is where, like, the headset comes into play.
Yeah.
But if it's a situation where, like, you're running through, like, we'll use Garrison since we're talking about it. Like, if you run through at a top green, you die.
Yeah.
I'll be watching where you die.
Yeah.
You know, like, maybe
You're
run out of there.
Map for those gunshots.
Yeah, or maybe you run through and there's a guy, like, right outside the door there, like, tucked away in the right corner.
Yeah.
I'll see the shots come from there and see where you die, and I will run out and kill him.
Yeah.
I've seen teammates that just, like, they see a teammate die, and they're like, oh, man, that sucks. And they just keep going.
And, like, they don't, like, aim into that corner or anything. Like, they just watch you die, and they're still looking straight. Where you died.
Yeah.
You didn't see those bullets come from behind me or something.
Yeah. And it's the worst when we die and then we're just spectating.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
Like, he's right there.
Yeah. Like, what was the one, like, Time with Awareness, and then you can share yours. We were playing that Miami Strike.
Yeah.
Remember that guy, that 1v1?
Oh,
this was, like, game. Yeah, this was,
man.
Yeah, it was round 5, 1v1. This guy on the other team has a war machine.
That,
Me
like,
and Justin are like, it's all but chalked. We're like, yeah, it's chalked. Because the other team was nice.
Yeah.
This dude, he's got on our team the AK-47.
Yeah.
And, like, with the awareness, where I can't remember what hill it is. I think it's A.
It is
A, which is inside the hotel there, or what do you call it? And he's watching, like, one of the doors.
He's on top. He's, like, at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
For your, like, reference.
Yeah, he's on top of the stairs watching that, like, main entrance there.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's only a couple seconds left, and then the contest comes in,
Yeah.
and he didn't come through the door, and he's still watching
Yeah.
it. And me and Josh are screaming, bro, he has to be on the right side.
Yeah.
There's no other place.
Yeah.
There's, like, 1 second on the clock.
Yeah.
He has to be there.
Yeah.
And, like, he's crouching,
Creeping.
and he's, like, moving. Oh, my God.
It was so slow. Like, the guy that ran in, he had a war machine.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's chalked.
Yeah, it's
like,
over.
We're losing.
Yeah.
But the fact that he knew that, well, he didn't know, obviously, but he should have known that he was in that back doorway.
Yeah.
Because he didn't see him come through the front.
Yeah.
He should have just looked immediately and just child it right away.
Yeah, and somehow he just kind of, like, glances over, and he's like, huh? And he kills the guy. The guy missed his war machine shot.
He missed a war machine shot. And then the guy with the war machine tried rushing him.
Yeah.
And
idiot.
If he didn't have the AK-47, he would have lost.
Yeah.
And we would have. Because Mike and I, we dropped, like, over 100.
Yeah, total kills.
Yeah. And we were going to, like, lose it
if
we lost.
So we barely won that. But right there, that's, like, thankfully it came together at the end there.
Yeah.
But man alive, that was so stressful because that's a player there who, like, thanks for winning that.
Yeah.
But that's a guy who just has zero awareness,
Yeah.
like no idea about the map, like what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That leads into like one of mine.
Yeah.
So mine aren't in any particular order at all, but leading into like losing, where you and I are like dropping insane amount of damage, kills, and OBJ, is if you're playing a objective game mode, play the objective, especially if like you're dying a lot.
Yeah.
Like you're not doing anything on the map. Just play the objective.
Yeah.
Because there have been too many times to count, sadly, where you and I, like there have been times where we dropped over 70 kills each and we've lost a control game. And do the math, guys.
Yeah.
Like 30 lives on each team. And we go to round 5 and we lose after dropping that many kills.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like if you're not killing people, it's fine. Everyone has that. You're getting gunned. Just hop on the point.
Yeah.
Just hop on the point.
No,
Please,
exactly.
Let the other teammates that are frying, like, let them do the frying.
Yeah.
Put your ego aside and just play the objective.
Yeah. No, there's plenty of times where we'll be playing. Like, I remember even just last night, I think it was last night, we played Cartel, and you be asking me, like, are you the only guy capping right now?
Yeah.
Because the team is off in La La Land, and they're
I
not,
don't know
like,
what they're
it would be
doing.
different if they were absolute gods, if they were, like, the Simp and
Yeah.
just piecing everybody. I'm like, yeah, you do you. Like, we're getting the kills. Lives are good. Like, nah, we're losing lives, and the teammates are losing all their gunfights. They need to hop on and help me.
Oh, yeah.
Because when we lose, like you were talking about, those ones that are just heartbreakers, most of the time we'll lose because the other team is just, they're playing the objective.
Yeah. And, like, it's not like the other team's, like, frying.
Yeah.
It's just their entire team's playing together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, if your whole team is bad but you're playing together, you'll most likely win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing the objective.
Yeah.
But if you have, like, 2 people frying and no one else playing the objective, it usually doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's so hard because, we've seen it in the pro scene too, which was like a revelation for a lot of players, like stacking a hill.
Stacking the point.
If you have, for the CDL, it's only 4 players, but 6, it's even worse.
6?
If you have 6 people, that point is gone.
Yeah.
Like, if you die,
Seconds.
like, seriously, if you die and then spawn in and they've got 4 to 6 people on there, that point is gone. Like, you better hope that other teammates are there, you know, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, you and I run into that situation a lot, right? Like, where we're playing so well, like, in the first round, and then we look at the scoreboard and we're like, how's it 11-11? Like, me and you haven't died.
Yeah.
And like, the teammates aren't hopping on the point or anything.
Yeah.
They're just, like, ego challenging, like, everything.
Yeah.
And not even looking at the point.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, why are you playing an objective game mode if you're not going to play the objective?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the easiest things you can do is just, like, hop on. And that's it. Just make sure you don't die. And if you die, whatever. But, like, you're trying,
Yeah, we've played those games where, like, or around where we, like, will get 2 kills.
Yeah.
Like, like, the other team, like, they're the problem. Like, they're not trying to do anything, like, defending the objective. They're not playing the objective. They think they're playing TDM.
Yeah.
And then we don't get any kills. We just go over, cap it, like, 3-4 stack.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, we'll just go over there. Maybe get 1-2 kills, and then we cap that point. And they're, like, running around looking for us. I'm like, these guys are idiots. Like, we just won the round.
Yeah.
They're not trying to get us off of it. They have no idea what's happening.
And I swear it's always the teams that are, like, master prestigers. I swear everyone's ego in COD. It's like, I am so good that I'm going to fry everyone and not play the objective.
Yeah.
I want to be the Slayer.
It's funny because we've noticed that the past couple of weeks. I mean, especially, like, we keep referring to last nights and it's fresh in our head.
Yeah.
There was a couple of games where we played, and if you looked at this team,
The lobbies,
you would think that we're going to get absolutely thunderclapped. Like, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
4 Master Prestigers. These guys are all over level 300.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just, like, beginner masters. Like, they've been playing for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're horrible.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you won't even kill them just because I don't know what they're doing. They're looking for us.
Because there were, I mean, on Moscow, for example, like, I don't want to get too specific, but, like, we hopped on the B control, which is, like, on the street side with the statue.
Yeah.
And 4 of us, like, stacked that hill. And then, like, we just capped it immediately. We didn't see anyone.
Yeah.
And then we just ran over to A, or some people died, and they spawned on the A side.
Yeah.
Didn't see anyone, just hopped on and won.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because the other team was too busy running into our spawn, trying to like get us in spawn.
Yeah.
When they didn't realize we were already like on the other side.
Yeah.
Capping.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can tell a lot for like, particularly on that map, because Control's so fun on Moscow.
Yeah,
like I really
like
enjoy it.
Yeah.
But like from that push, like in like a square, I don't even know what you call that. Like, what's that point again? Is that A? Is that A or B?
That's B.
That's B.
Yeah,
I'm so bad with the points. Like honestly, it's a joke. I play the game enough. I should freaking know this stuff. But like, I'll go through the window or go streets.
Yeah.
If I hit the stairs near elbow,
and
I don't see anybody in library looking over, I'm like, oh, these kids are trash.
Oh, that's an A point.
Yeah, that.
Sorry.
Like if I'm going to A.
Oh yeah, if you're going to A.
Yeah, if I'm going to A, like after capping B.
Yeah.
And I don't see anybody watching over, I'm like, man. Yeah, I'm like, oh, these guys suck. Like they have no idea what they're doing. And then you'll just die and you spawn over like outside Eskies.
Yeah.
And the whole team just hops in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just play the objective because it's really frustrating when your teammates are like playing really really well and you're getting pieced or whatever, which is fine.
Yep.
But just hop on the point and you can win.
Yeah, and you'll like if you care about placing like in a lobby leaderboard, you'll probably be at the top.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
based on score.
Yeah, like there's times where you will totally outslay me or vice versa.
Yeah,
but like maybe one of us is playing more objective.
Yeah,
because the other's slaying out. Like I'll beat you in score. You know, or saying like you will to me just because you get so much points from, especially if you get kills on
streaks.
the point.
Yeah,
you get kill streaks and you're streaking on the point, capping.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you get so much.
That's like yesterday we were what map? Oh, it was Diesel.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
The first two rounds,
Jesus
I had like
Christ.
40 objective.
Yeah.
And
you ended with 60 objective.
Yeah. And that was crazy.
I've never seen that before.
That was so fast. And that was just because I hopped on the point and everyone was just coming to me.
Yeah.
And I was just killing everyone there.
Yeah.
And I got my streak so fast just because of that.
Yeah.
But just play the objective.
Yeah.
Because, there have been times where, like, you and I, like, we're like, oh, the round's over. So we'll just, like, ego challenge, just hunt for the kill. And then it comes and bites us in the butt. And we're like, why didn't we? If all of us just stacked the point, we would have won that.
Yeah, exactly.
But we all, like, I don't know. It's a 7v4.
Yeah.
And we just run at them.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we lose her out. And we're like, what just happened?
And then we're like, God damn it. We were stupid. We shouldn't have done that.
We should have just stacked the hill.
But we do that pretty infrequently,
too.
Yeah,
we don't do that
because we learn from our mistakes,
There's always one of us on the point.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
And the other one's, like, watching over them or, like, making a play.
Yeah. No, it's true. And you can just, when you go into these games, you can see who's playing the objective. I mean, that's what's fun about Control.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these games, too, like Control or Hardpoint, like, you can tell who's being a team player.
Yeah.
Like, you and me, we always have the most objective kills.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And it's never, like, most of the time, it's not very close between you and me and then, like, the bottom guys, like, third through sixth. Like, you'll usually be putting up, like that Diesel game, it was somewhere like you put over, it was at least 60. It was like 60, 62. I put up like 25, like 26 somewhere in there. And then the rest team like 5.
Single digits.
Yeah, exactly. Single digits, And the other team, like whenever we lose in those tough Control games, you never look at the kills for me. It's always the objective kills.
Yeah.
Like we'll be going off and then the rest of the team's doing nothing. Everybody on their team's like 18, 21, 17.
Yeah.
Like
they're all around each other.
Yeah, they're all playing the objective, So, yeah, if you want to win Control or if you just want to be a good teammate, whatever game mode you're playing, Control we talked about, Hardpoint, get on the goddamn
just
hill.
Play the objective.
Get on that goddamn hill.
Like, if you want to play TDM, go play TDM.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Like, TDM, not kill confirmed, because that's objective.
Yeah, exactly.
Even there are people that don't grab tags.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, play TDM.
Yeah.
Or free for all. Like.
Yeah. And I remember I'd be annoying. Like, I don't know. I don't think I played much kill confirmed in this game, much at all, really. Yeah. But, like, MW3, that was all we played was kill confirmed.
Yeah.
And we were so annoying because we were grabbing tags all the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, tags are points, and that's the objective. I'm like, why aren't you grabbing tags?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get killed. We'll play TDM or something, dude.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm trying to win the game here, and I'm getting XP for this.
Like, and if you're up by like a ton in kill confirmed,
yeah, you can stop getting tags.
Just stop and get a bunch of kills, but build that lead first.
Yeah, no. It's the same thing with us. Like we're up 2-0 in control,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were like up 6-7 lives in round 3. We got double harps, double war machines.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw the objective.
Yeah.
Let's just go for it.
Yeah,
you know?
you got to build that lead first.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
But that's one on my list. What's your second one?
Yeah. Well, my third one, funny enough, was not playing the objective.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We were joking about this before. I'm like, yeah, I guarantee most of our points are going to be the same. Another thing too, changing gears a little bit, was map positioning, like not advancing on the map at all.
I have that too.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have we seen it where you and me, like, again, it's every game. We play
a good
lot.
map for everyone to reference is Nuketown. That's like a pretty easy map to understand.
Yeah. Like you and me are pushed up middle because I mean middle's like right there.
Yeah.
And we're trying to push them back in our spawn. And then we'll see everybody in our place. They are like tucked way back in spawn.
Yeah.
Like they're in the top of the house or they're in the garage trying to break out their protractor for a sniper angle.
Yeah.
And then we lose, you know, because maybe we get outgunned. Like you and I might die.
Yeah.
And then they push up and they're roasting all these kids in spawn.
Yeah. And then we're spawn trapped.
Yeah.
That's how
And
being spawn trapped happens.
And then it's over.
Yeah. Because the other team's getting map control. Like for Nuketown, middle, it's a small map, obviously. That middle like lane between the bus and that truck, if you control that as a team, like you can win.
Yeah, easily.
You easily win.
Yeah.
Or if you get two, like Mike and I, we always say, if you get the both of us on the other side in their house, like we win.
Yeah.
Like I'm already confident enough that we're gonna win, if both of us are inside the house.
Yeah.
Because then we just spawn trap them.
Yeah, it's weird. There's certain times when we play Nuketown where like. Just within a few seconds of the game, if I push up and get like, I'm trying to think, if we're defending and I get to the right side of the map, like in that little corner there, you know, like that little suspect corner,
the wood,
like that, like right, like the fence corner there, and I beam guys across the way, like where they're hiding behind the Jeep. For some reason, I'm immediately like, oh, it's over.
Yeah,
like these, like they're not good. They don't know enough to like try to stop me or push up and kill me.
Yeah.
Because at that point, too, like, I get those guys. If you're left, you can push up, hit the garage. I can watch right side or go into the house. And it's, like, 99% of the time, right when I do that, I'm just like, it's over.
Yeah. With Nuketown, like, if I always push the middle of the map, and then, like, you always go right if we're defending. Yeah. And if I win my gunfights, like, in the middle, because I always expect people there, or at least, like, decent players, if they're there and I win those gunfights, I push into the garage. And once I'm in there, I'm like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Because I got control and I can watch them spawn in.
Yeah. And what's I mean, Nuketown, it's not too bad, but just because it's a small map and you and me can slay like crazy on that.
Yeah.
But on bigger maps, like I think of like Satellite.
Yeah, Satellite.
Satellite, there's times where you and me will be running. I mean, most of the time we run an AR on that map. But then we have the other teammates who, you know, they've got their ghillie suits on. And they're in the dunes. You know, and the other team may be running submachine guns or ARs, and they're pushing up. We just don't have control of the map. You know, they're not, and particularly like another point that I put on there that's related to it is they're just not watching lanes. Like if we're capping a point, or if we're just trying to make sure that, you know, we're not going to get gunned, you know, like make sure somebody has my left, you know, or if I'm watching this way, someone's got like, you know, another area there.
Don't be watching the same exact lane.
Yeah.
Stop looking in the same exact direction.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like I've been thinking about Garrison. It's like that B point, like we don't need 3 people watching lights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, look, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, like there's times where we've caught each other. Like we'll both be watching a spot, and then we are like, oh shit, like like you go watch like square, and I'll watch lights. You know, okay, got it. Yeah,
that's really frustrating because I mean we do it like every once in a while, and then I'm like, why are we doing it? Because we're gonna get killed from right behind, and like it's happened where we die from behind or something. Yeah, where like our timing's off.
Yeah, and that ties in with awareness. You know.
Yeah,
it's like just being aware of where certain points are that the other team is gonna be more than likely pushing.
Yeah,
you know. And also just seeing where we're gathered, where the other team like may be spawning, and what routes they might be going.
Yeah,
you know, we're all just bundled up in one little spot. Watch like 5 people watching one spot. Meanwhile, they're behind us.
Yeah, like going back with Satellite, if we're capping the point and control like in the dunes, sand area.
Yep.
Like the main control point, you want to control like above where the plane is.
Yeah.
Because if you have that, like, you control half of the map, essentially.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't do that. So if the enemy gets control of that, they can watch over everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then it's just over.
Yeah, and then they can spawn trap you,
Mm-hmm.
and they can push through, and they can maybe get an angle looking onto that point in dunes.
Yeah.
You know? But ideally, you want to have someone, usually when I cap that point,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even bother challenging people.
Yeah.
I usually just, I'll throw down a trophy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just lay down because I don't want to get my head picked off by a sniper. I'll just lay down, soaking up time.
Mm-hmm.
You might be, like, on a rock head glitch.
Yeah, I'm always on the rock on the left. And then
Yeah.
when it's close to a tick, like, I jump on.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's just making sure that you can watch all those points. That really bothers me a lot. I don't know why. It's just, I definitely know why. It's just because then you'll lose.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
con.
Yeah, exactly. You'll lose a freaking game by that.
I'll move into like my second con.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit different, but stop leaving games. Stop.
Yeah.
Like I people should be penalized for leaving games.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times where you and I, like, we're having an insane comeback and the people just leave
Yeah.
because they're like, they rage quit,
Mm-hmm.
or they're like, oh, it's over, we're not winning.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's never over.
Yeah.
It's never over until, like, the clock's down.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're like Armada Strike. That's a perfect example. We hate that map.
Oh.
But the amount of, like, reverse sweeps we've done on Control it's been a lot.
Yeah.
But we would go into, like, we're down 0-2 and, like, 3 teammates left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just you and I.
Yep.
And we're like, well, what the hell? Like, we can win this because these guys, like, aren't that good.
Yeah.
But now we probably, like, we don't have a good chance anymore just because other people left.
Yeah. We're going to be spread too thin.
Yeah, like, we're only 2 people.
Yeah. So we're going to have to run together for everything
For
that we
everything,
do,
yeah.
you know, and more than likely have to just let a point go. If we're defending, you know, if we're attacking, that's like almost impossible.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because me and you have to run and stack the hill, and we got to be watching every single one.
Yeah, and even with 2 people, stacking a hill is
yeah.
slow. You know?
It's slow, and there's more than 2 lanes
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, more often than not, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that really does drive me nuts. You know, I don't get why people do that. Like, something about us, like, we never leave games.
Yeah, we never leave
ever.
games.
Even if there's insane lag,
Mm-hmm.
like, because if everyone's experiencing it,
Yeah.
like, we never
leave it.
No. Like, what's the point of leaving?
Yeah.
You know,
Lose
I think
XP.
Yeah, exactly. I think the only time we were leaving games was when we were doing that challenge.
For season 3.
Yeah, but we weren't even leaving games. It was like we would just dashboard like
We would leave lobbies.
Yeah.
Like the game wouldn't even load in.
Yeah, like we would do that, or sometimes we get thrown into a game and Miami's loading up, and I would just quit the game.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't really ever think of a time where we've been playing a game of Control or anything for that matter, and we've just quit the game.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, nope, I'm not doing it because we're getting beat so bad.
Yeah.
Like, just stick it out.
Yeah. There definitely have been times where you and I join in, we're down 0-2, and we win.
Yeah.
And then it must be so demoralizing for the
Oh,
other team.
yeah.
And you just know that, like, you did that.
Yeah.
Down 0-2, you're new to the team, and it was because of us.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Call of Duty, we've said it in other episodes, is so momentum based.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the big element is momentum.
Yeah.
You know, like, if we're down 0-2, if we just get one round,
Yeah.
that's a big boost. Like, for us, we're like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, and especially, too, depending on how we win,
Mm-hmm.
there's some rounds, like, we're down 0-2, and then we win the third round, and we beat them by, like, an insane amount of lives. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, dude, like, we smoked those kids.
Yeah.
We can do this again. Like, they suck.
Yeah. And
you know?
when you get one round, like, for us especially, like, if we get one round and we get streaks, one cruise missile, all right, the second round, like, we got this in our back pocket, we're good.
Yeah.
And then we get a war machine in the second round.
Yeah.
And now, like, we're close to the harp. If we get the harp, I'm like, oh, it's
over.
It's over. Round 5, it's over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just don't understand why people do it. I think in league play, you do get a penalty.
Now you do.
Now you do, because at the beginning you didn't.
Yeah, that was so annoying.
Yeah, because that was part of the reason, too, why we would get frustrated from league play.
Yeah, we just stopped playing.
Yeah, we really don't play league play
Yeah.
because it's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
And most of the time, like, at least in the beginning, we would get thrown in with a couple people, and maybe they were good, or, you know, like, who really cares about their skill? But say the guys that we're playing are tough.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we always stick to it. We're not going to leave. Like, if we get clapped, we get clapped. That is what it is. But then we'd lose teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And then in league play, I don't know if it is anymore. Maybe because, or maybe not, because you can't really leave, or you get a penalty if you leave. But teammates wouldn't join in. So say like round 1 of control, we lose. Teammates leave. Now we're stuck the entire game, like with only 3 people, or if they both leave, 2 people.
Yeah.
And it's impossible now. Like,
yeah, I don't know if in league if they updated it where you can't, like, if you're already in the game, like, you can't leave.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if that's the case or not. I know you did get that penalty.
Yeah.
Like, you had to wait like 10 minutes. And
yeah.
I don't know, like, if it did something to your score or to your rank. I have no idea.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, in the league, we would, even, because, okay, if you're going to league play, you expect people to be, like, pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know, they can shoot straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I would, like, argue that you and I, for the most part, we can hang, like, pretty well against a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, it's just teamwork around the map, like, moving around, like, together.
Yeah.
Like, as one unit.
Yeah.
But, usually when we play, we run into, like, 4 guys, you know.
Yeah.
4 people on a team together. They're all friends. And they're frying.
Yeah.
Because they all play with each other. And it's just you and I. And then if people leave the game, it's like,
well, now we're screwed.
We lost.
Yeah.
Especially if it's 4v4. You're down. If the pros can't win, like, if someone's down a person, like, we're not going to win.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, that's where, like, the teamwork really ties in, because I mean, even like the pros, that you see that all the time, you know. Like, gun skill is great, but gun skill alone, like, if you have that,
takes you so far.
Yeah, like, it doesn't necessarily make up for bad teamwork.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you guys just are not coordinated on the map, league play, it matters, you know. Like, in public matches it does too, but there's a bigger gap between, like, you can, if you are insane, like, there's times where we've outslayed to make up for horrible teammates.
Yeah.
You know?
There's leeway in just pubs.
Exactly. But in league play, most of the time the people in there are pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know, so like they can all shoot straight.
Yeah,
You know, for the most part. But yeah, you'll lose because they've got good map positioning, they've got good teamwork, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
And if someone just leaves, like, you're already screwed, you lost.
Yeah.
I remember I joined one league play game, and me and this one dude, like, we were frying, and then 2 guys left.
Yeah.
And then going into the round, like, the guy on the other team was like, hey, GG's. And they're like, that sucked. Like, you guys literally couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep. Like, we literally can't win.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I hate how people just, like, leave and you can't win.
Yeah.
And this is coming from the guy that won.
Yeah.
And he understands how frustrating it is because it's just not fair.
Yeah. No, those are the people that you always appreciate, those who, like, understand, like, yeah, they did win, but it's not because, like, they just smoked you and you guys suck. It's like you were the ones who stayed in there, and they know because
we took the beating.
Yeah, because it's happened to other. I'm sure it's happened to them. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I've had that with people, like, where I'm playing, not as of late, but like, one guy on the other team is just destroying, and the rest of his team is horrible. Like, they're absolute hamsters. You know. And if we were in TeamSpeak, I would be like, look, man, like, you're nice, like, you're really good, you know. You know, I wouldn't be like, dude, you suck, like, we smoked you guys. I'm like, yeah, like, we did smoke them, but I didn't smoke him. Like, he was,
our teamwork smoked him.
Yeah, exactly. Our teamwork smoked his team because he's got a bunch of clowns on his team.
Yeah,
you know? But he's dropping all the objective and doing all the kills and everything. You know, but yeah, there's been plenty of times where we come back from being down. I remember a while ago we had that checkmate game.
Oh,
yeah, you remember that guy, Bat Knights. Shout out to him.
Bat Knights.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I was going to talk about him in, like, another game that we played with him.
Yeah, we'll mention him later, right? Shout out to that guy who's listening, right? But I remember on Checkmate, he left. We were pissed. We were like, dude, you kidding me?
We were playing, like, pretty decent people, too.
Yeah.
And we were coming back.
Yeah, and
we did come back.
Yeah, and we were down. Like, I was down.
Yeah.
Like, when he left, and I think another guy might have left, too.
Yeah.
But even still, against these guys, he was, like, placed 3rd with us, and he was hanging. And he leaves, I'm like, oh, man, like, this is not good. Like, we needed someone like that. But we came back and won that. We reverse swept them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
well, once you start heating up, again, it's like, it's so momentum based. Like, once you start heating up, especially for me, if I get 3 kills in a row, I'm like, all right, I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly. You're close to streaks. You get, like, a 3-on with the crews.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, it's it can turn around a game pretty quick. And then especially like after that one round, that's enough for you. Then when you get to that round 5, those guys are sweating bullets. Like they're nervous. They're like,
God.
oh no. Like
is this gonna happen?
Yeah, they're like, don't send it to a round 5, and then you do.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on. And they're like, all right, come on, guys. Like, let's close it out.
But yeah. Want to move on to your next point?
Yeah. Let me see which one I had. A couple of these. I mean, one that ties in what we were just mentioning. We could do a whole freaking podcast episode on it. Was like trash talking or shooting bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will do an episode about trash talking.
Yeah. We can touch a little bit on it.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. It drives me nuts. Like that exact example there, where our team maybe is horrible and we lose.
Yeah.
And I can see the microphones just chirping. Or I see like, I mean, we don't hear people talking just because we're in our own party.
Yeah.
But people shooting bodies at us.
Oh
man.
That like, it's funny because like that gets under my skin like a lot.
Yeah.
Like
I can tell it does.
Way more than teabagging.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, teabagging like it's more like trolly. Shooting bodies is just like disrespect.
Yeah. No, it definitely is, especially when it's in situations where it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, like not at all.
Yeah, I feel like there's shooting bodies etiquette.
Yeah, there is. Like if you get completely turned on, and
if you get choked.
Yeah, there's like shooting bodies and like really. When I'm talking like if you turn on someone like really bad and you put a couple bullets into them, like 5-6 bullets. But then there's like you get a kill on me and you put in your entire clip into me.
Yeah.
Like, I got under your skin that bad.
Yeah.
That you need to do that.
Yeah.
And then, I always end up killing them, and then I put in, like, my whole bullet. I give them the tea bag. I do everything.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
we
won.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that.
Yeah, there are certain times where, like, again, if you get joked or you're joking somebody where you just completely annihilate them, they had every right to win that gunfight.
Yeah.
And you somehow 360 them or 180 them and just burn them.
Yeah.
You can. I'll definitely shoot them up. It's pretty rare.
You give a little tap.
Yeah, exactly.
But not a clip.
Yeah, and especially too, depending on what the map count is.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's certain times where like the first round's over.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just won the round. Like maybe they win it by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah.
And they're out here spamming me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what are you doing right now?
Like your confidence is that high, huh?
Yeah.
Like we don't even do it when we win.
No, pretty rarely.
I only shoot bodies if someone's shooting me.
Yeah,
and
return the favor.
Yeah, and we win.
Yeah,
because I'm not shooting bodies if I know we're gonna lose, or if it's really close.
Yeah,
like in round count. Like I know. I'm thinking of. It was last night we were playing. I think it was Moscow, and this dude just got a No, it was Cartel, and he just got a standard kill on me.
Yeah.
And just started shooting my body.
Yeah.
For no reason. And it was round 1.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Like, I got under your skin that bad.
Yeah.
And then, we go up 2-0. And then the third round, I'm hunting for you.
Yeah.
Just to return the favor.
Yeah, there's sometimes where it's in that context, and then there's other times where I don't know. I don't know if people are doing it because that's their goal is to get under your skin.
Yeah.
To try to piss you off so then you play bad. But
I think it's just more they're mad.
Yeah. But sometimes too, if that happens, like if that was their reasoning and their goal, most of the time they're not good enough where they're doing that,
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's usually some guy who's really not that good who's doing that to me, Now if it was guys like was it Drip or Richard Season.
Yeah.
Those guys, like, they're good.
Those guys are cool, though.
Yeah. That's the thing that's funny. Like, they're nice guys.
They respect it.
Yeah. Like, they understand.
Yeah.
Like, if that guy absolutely destroyed me, like, in a situation.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me before. Like, I get wrecked.
Yeah.
And the guy shoots my body. I'm like, yeah, I deserve it.
Like, you respect the game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, he absolutely smoked me there. Like, respect to him. But, yeah, it's when they just get a normal kill on you and they're negative,
Yeah.
My favorite, though, like the opposite of it, my favorite is when they're shooting my body and it's because they're pissed at me.
Yeah.
Because like we're up 0-2, we're destroying.
Yeah.
These guys are down so bad, like it's over for them.
Yeah.
And they get they get a lucky kill on me, and they're spamming me, lighting me up. I love that.
I'm like, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
I love it. They're so pissed.
Yeah, it's like yesterday in the what match? It was Garrison.
Yeah,
you and I had like that one spawn trap.
Oh,
that was bad. I've never spawn trapped a team that bad before.
Yeah,
like they couldn't get out.
Yeah,
at all. And when they finally got a kill on us, they just like spammed us.
Yeah, yeah, that was crazy, that Garrison game, because Garrison's such a good map.
Yeah,
I don't know. I love that map. It's very defense heavy, but still, like, I love it.
But going, because I have trash talking in mine too.
Yeah,
but like a little bit different with trash talking is I hate joining a lobby.
Yeah,
and it's always something that we always say guy because it is dudes.
Yeah,
you guys are fucking assholes. Like, I joined the game. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, fuck you. I'm like, what? I'm like, why are you angry? Why are you so angry?
Yeah.
Or like we'll play the game. It was a Miami game, right? And for the most part, like I always have my mic like on mute until like I need to say something to the team.
Right.
I was playing Miami. This one dude is like, this guy is level 260, and you're at the bottom of the leaderboard. You're 0-3.
Yeah.
And we're down 0-2. I'm like, dude, I just joined. Calm down. Like, don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, I got you.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you suck. I'm like, I joined the game late. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, we were swept on Miami. Came back. I was at the top, and then I put my mic down. I'm like, what are you saying here, buddy? And he was like, oh, dude, like, you know, it took you way too long to heat up. I'm like, I joined in late, buddy. Like, you suck. You can't trash talk.
Yeah.
And it's always the kids that trash talk that are 9-9.
Yeah.
8-8. Or like 12-12. I'm like, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And like, I'll roast my teammates if they're trash talking the other team. I'm like, dude, you sucked.
Yeah.
I carried your ass all the way here.
Yeah. In pubs, at least, I notice it's mostly those guys who are talking trash. The guys who like are just very average at the game.
Yeah.
It's very rarely, at least the guys that we run into in control, it's very rarely the guys who are insanely good who we come across. Those are always very chill guys. Yeah. You know, like they get it. They're like, whatever.
You got to respect the game.
Yeah. No, there's definitely times to talk trash.
Yeah.
I sometimes when I'm in public, like the game chat, dude, I don't even know what's going on in the freaking mics. Like there's some guys like I don't even know where they're playing, bro. Like they're playing at like the airport, like there's noises going on everywhere. This guy's watching like Netflix in the background. They've got like, you know, the microwaves going, they got like all this stuff going. I'm like, man,
you screaming in the background.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, turn off your mic.
Yeah,
like do the world a favor here.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I hate the like joining a game and people are just talking shit already.
Yeah, but that's what makes COD though. Like the trash talk is part of the game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely part. Like pubs especially.
Oh yeah, it's a nightmare.
And then like even in game, like people just trash talk you like after one round. I'm like, dude, you don't have a right to trash talk, first of all.
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep thinking it, but you're going to lose.
That's always my favorite is the trash talk in between rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're going to go silent. And you're like,
exactly.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like, the round's over. Like, you absolute shitter. You suck. Go fuck yourself. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, you're pissed now, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
And we're just screaming. It's just a shouting match. And then it's just instantly silent. I'm like, yo, screw these kids. They're so pissed.
Because, I mean, for some, it can get under your skin, and then you start playing bad.
Yeah.
But, like, if you know, like, you're beating them, like, it doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah.
It's just those moments where, like, you're losing absolute full, and you're just not playing the same anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let that happen.
Yeah. There's certain trash talk that would get under you. Like, you look at the pros, they talk about that, like, trash talk being, you know, I mean, they can handle it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Aches on Twitter. I think it was him. I could be wrong. But he was saying, he's like, if I was playing LAN against FaZe and I look over at them and they're all laughing, like giggling, he's like, I would lose my mind. like there's certain things, like if they're just laughing at you, they're not saying anything, they're just laughing because you're so bad, and they're destroying you. Oh, dude, I'd pack my stuff up. Like I wouldn't be able to handle that.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, like
You're getting joked like that.
Yeah, you're getting joked, and they're just laughing
Mhm.
because they're like, "Wow, these guys are so bad."
Yeah.
You know, that's the things like the very subtle trash talk. You know, what I'm like,
Yeah.
man, like it bothers me so bad. It's when the guys start shouting that I'm like, all right, they're emotional. They've got a problem here.
I just don't get some people. There are a lot of angry people on COD.
Oh yeah.
I remember I was playing on Express, and it was some kid.
Yeah, of course.
Probably like 14 or 16.
Yeah.
But like he was like, what gun is that? And like he was asking me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's the AK-74U. And he was like, oh, what attachments do you use?
Yeah.
And then some dude on the team was like, yo, kid, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
dude.
What? I'm like, you suck. Like, why are you yelling at him? You suck. You should be asking tips from me. Like, and then, or like, we'll just be in the lobby, and people are just yelling at each for no reason.
Yeah.
Like some dude's just talking. Like sometimes people will be like talking to each other just like friends or something. Like I don't know why you're not in a party, but like I get it sometimes. You just want to be in game chat.
Yeah.
Like we never do that.
No, because the mic quality's cheeks.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
It sucks.
Yeah. But some people just join the game chat and don't make a party.
Yeah.
And then some dudes are like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And they're just having a normal conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you just mute them?
Yeah.
There's literally an option to mute everyone.
Yeah. No, exactly. There's so many times like I mean most of the time we play COD together anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe if there's that time I get a couple games in before you log on and I haven't created a party.
Yeah.
I'll go in and I just check the chat and I just hear like it's just my ears getting blown out.
Yeah.
And I'm like R3.
Like, yeah.
I don't even have my thing down. I'm just like, yep, we're not dealing with that.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm like not dealing with that.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll go into the game and I see the mics chirping and I'll unmute it and I'll just be like, I'll just listen. I'll just listen to see what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then I'll maybe flick down my headset and be like, what you saying, boss? What you saying to me?
The best is when you're like frying people and in between kills when you kill them, they're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love hearing the reaction. They're like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you're trash.
It gets to them so bad.
Yeah. Now there was one time I was going for some it was one of the season 3 challenges, the sniper kills, and these kids were joking me with the sniper.
Yeah.
And I respected them because they were like hitting nice shots at me, and I would do that to them. Like I was like in the middle of it, I'd just be like, "Yo, you're giving me a haircut, bro. Like you're smoking me."
Yeah.
And they ended up being really nice guys.
Yeah.
But then there's certain guys that on my team were dying to them, and they were roasting them, like going off. And I was telling them, I'm like, bro, you're just getting joked by them. Like, I'm sniping. Like, that's why I'm losing to these guys. I'm like, but dude, you're just getting clowned by them. Don't hate on them. You suck with the sniper. They're way better than you. Like,
you just got to realize what's happening.
Yeah, and they just picked a fight that they had no reason to be in. I'm like, dude, you can trash talk them, but you're getting joked. Like, don't pretend.
Yeah.
Like, don't make up some excuse in your mind.
I was playing an Express game, and this one guy on my team, only one with a mic talking, he's like, come on, guys, we can do it. We can do it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Motivate. I didn't, put my mic down or anything to talk to him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
And he was, like, second or third on the leaderboard, but, like, not close, like, at all to, like, where I was.
Right.
And I'm like, whatever, he's motivating the team. He's playing decent.
He's doing his thing.
And then, like, the other team's winning, and the other team's like, these guys suck.
Yeah.
And this guy's, like, trying to defend himself. I'm like, dude, it's all right. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
He's like, no, these guys fucking suck. I'm like, they do, but we're good. Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah.
And these guys were just, they're yelling at me, and, like, I barely talk. And I'm like, yeah, keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Like, I know, like, I'm losing gunfights just because I'm getting shot, like, from another place. Like, I can beat these guys.
Yeah.
It's always those moments where, like, you and I were down 0-2, and we're like, we shouldn't be down 0-2.
Yeah.
We know we're way better.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just
then we rally up.
Turn up the heat.
Yeah.
And then we come back and win.
Yeah, exactly. Then we get that momentum rolling, then it's over.
Yeah.
Streaks rolling. Absolutely toast. Yeah, that was one little thing, too, that, like, one of my last points was, like, talking about streaks, is I've seen it, like, a little bit with some of the teammates. I remember one game. I can't remember which one it was. You'll have to jog my memory on it. But it's just not using streaks at all that you have, or just using them at the worst time.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that one guy. Remember he had that strafe run I remember there was one of these
It was
games.
Express.
Yeah.
It was on Express.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Clutch.
that was the game. Yeah, it was like a 1v1, and he had to cap one of the points, the one that was outside.
It was, B.
Yeah, B, and he has a strafe run.
Yeah.
And he didn't use it.
Yeah.
He didn't use it. And this is round 5.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I was shocked.
Yeah.
We were like, what? Like, how did you not do that? Like,
Yeah.
that could have helped you so much.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've seen that a lot. I spectate people.
Yeah.
And I'll see it, and they just like they don't use their streaks.
Yeah. I don't know what people do sometimes.
Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, if they're playing around their streaks so much they forget they have them, or they just like.
No way. I never forget about my streaks.
Yeah, I don't know.
I play for the streaks.
Yeah, exactly. You play for them, and then you just like will use them right away, you know,
Yeah.
or at least some of them will
Sometimes.
wait. You
Yeah.
know? But like in that case, oh my god,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That leads into like one of my like last points.
Yeah.
Because I mean we've got a long list of like pet peeves.
Yeah.
Just cons of public player matches.
I was surprised we're already like at the 50-minute
I know.
mark, and I'm like,
Look at-
Jesus.
we can go on. And
Yeah,
on
I know
about
that's the
this.
problem. We'll be here till next year.
Yeah. I mean, like next episode.
We'll do
next
the
episode we'll do the pros, and like
Yeah.
I have a long list of pros too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like this goes back to like streaks.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the damn mini map. I think that was one of our first few episodes.
Yeah.
Please, like you and I, for the most part, like we'll get harps, or
Yeah.
at least a UAV.
Yeah.
Like if we look at the mini map, if we have that, please.
Yeah. No, there's times where we'll have a harp up and the other team does too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be getting kills on these guys. They're not looking at the mini map. Like
Yeah,
you can tell.
Not at all.
You can tell because just like they'll be walking around aimlessly,
Yeah.
you know. And if you have harp up, dude,
You know where
you know
everyone is.
exactly where everyone is, and you know every direction they're
Yeah.
facing.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like all you got to do is like just wait till that arrow doesn't look at your area anymore. Then go get them.
Yeah, exactly. The more times when I have the harp, I'm looking at the mini map all the
Yeah,
time,
I'm
and
just
then when
staring
I
at it.
get like right within their vicinity, I'll look at the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's that crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't look at the mini map whether it's for harps or for streak placement too. You
Yeah.
know?
Never.
Yeah. Like
That's the most frustrating thing, because there have been times where you and I have a harp up and we're still losing.
yeah.
Like that makes no sense. Because what happens is, like for me, right? If they have a harp up and we have a harp up, I'm thinking too much. Because I'm thinking, oh, they're looking at their mini map, so I'm looking at my mini map too. So I'm not gonna push them.
Right.
So I'm already trying to think like 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, you're in a
3 steps ahead.
standstill.
Yeah, but then like they're not looking at the mini map at all. So I'll get
Exactly.
'em.
Yes, and then you just go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and you can tell like just like you'll be in a certain area like Express. If you're in one of the stairwells,
Mm-hmm.
if they have the harp up, they should know you're coming.
Yeah.
If they're looking at it.
Yeah.
But then they're not, and you're questioning yourself. You're like, what are they doing? And then you
Yeah.
see them and they're not looking. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
And then you run into the smart players where they're like holding certain areas because they know that someone's there.
Yeah, or they're jumping around corners.
Yeah.
Challenging, ego challenging.
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm like, but they know exactly where you are, so they can
Yeah.
get away with it.
That's a really big pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
The harp, like if it's up, you need to go in and like chow people.
Especially if we lose games because of it.
Yeah, because the harp takes
know,
forever to get.
it
Like
does.
that's if you call in a harp and there's no air patrol from the enemy team, like
Mhm.
that should be an automatic win. Automatic win for the
Mhm.
round.
Yeah, especially with you and me slaying.
Yeah.
Like when we get the harps up,
yeah.
like hopefully the team again wrapping it up. Hopefully
You
they're
loop
playing.
it all together.
Yeah, hopefully they're
Objective.
playing the objective,
Yeah.
capping the points, so we don't have to worry about that. So we can slay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And if we have the harps up, we're good to go. And then we have the back-to-back harps. I'm like, forget it. This is just fun at this point, you know.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
double war machines.
The double war machine's fun.
Yeah, that's usually what I'll do sometimes is get the harp and then I
Mhm.
call in my war machine.
Yeah.
You know, just to make extra sure that I'm good to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Does.
I die to spawn health. And I lose my mind.
The war machine is, well, this like goes back to like another con of mine, but I can't, it's not that big of a con because I understand that a lot of people don't understand spawns,
Right.
which is like, that's just like extra
Yeah.
knowledge. But understanding spawns helps a
Yeah,
lot.
No, it does.
But I don't expect everyone to understand like how spawns work.
Yeah.
But like all these cons that Mike and I have talked about, like the pros make these mistakes too.
Yeah.
And these are very little mistakes that cost you at the pro level, but in pubs, like so many people make these mistakes all the time.
Yeah, these are, and they're making them all the time. These guys will make those
time.
mistakes for like a split second, and it can cost them.
Yeah.
And then in pubs, it'll be the entire freaking game, or maybe their whole Call of Duty career, and like they're just costing all the time. You know.
I think a big part of it is like ego.
Yeah.
Even in pubs.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you and I will put ego aside and like hop on the point.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to win a game when you and I are slaying everyone, and we have to hop on the point together because no one else wants to.
Right.
And then meanwhile, like it's just the two of us on a point trying to kill everyone that's coming to us.
Yeah.
Like that's really hard.
No, it is. It's damn near impossible.
Yeah.
You know, only if you have the harp up, you can maybe do well with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Or, but then like if they're all smart and they push together, not one at a time,
you still can't do
lose.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if you can have the harp. Like your positioning can only do so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just have to get dumb lucky and hope that they are absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
And you can outgun them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen very much.
Yeah. But those were a list of our cons. I think we got through like 5.
Yeah,
6.
I got most of mine, like the other ones that I didn't cover, a lot of them link up with one another.
Yeah,
you know?
all these cons that we've had, like we have just they all go together.
Yeah.
And that sums up like losing games.
Yeah, exactly.
Things like that.
Yeah, and what you touched on too, because how much time do we have on this right now? Yeah, like the last couple minutes we could talk about too, which you had mentioned perfectly, like with some of these games that happened over the past weekend, you know, like I mean, obviously there's bigger things that are going on, but a lot of it's like teamwork and some of these small mistakes, like they can cost you. You know.
Yeah.
I don't actually know like thinking of any of these, like. I mean, I remember like playing the objective or like stacking hills, like in some of the past couple games. Maybe not as much this major. People are starting to figure it out more.
Yeah.
Or like during this, no, what do they call it? During the stage rather.
Yeah.
But in some of the earlier stages, dude, that was costing teams. Like they wouldn't stack and they would lose.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, like it still definitely happens. Like it's just happening less.
Yeah.
Because you'll see, like I think Raid's a good example. Like on B. Like, they have control of basketball court. Like, if you're attacking the basketball court, money, and tiki.
Yeah.
And, like, people are just, like, running.
Yeah.
And not hopping the point together. I'm like, you can just hop on there and win.
Yeah.
But pubs is different. I mean, like, the points that we touched upon, like, some definitely apply. But looking at the mini-map definitely does not apply. Like, holding lanes does not apply to them. Or, I mean, actually, no, lanes definitely do. Because sometimes they look at the same. Areas.
Yeah, those are everything that like that we've talked about, and most of the time you hope that those pro teams like that's on lock, like it's very easy, But those are good things you can just watch them do, and you can pick up on it, Like when you watch them holding down lanes, or if they're on a point and they're trying to hold it, like to cap it, you'll see them watching, or at least like positioned in a way that they can control the point. You know, they're most of the time they're not exposed. But then when you play in public matches, it's kind of a free-for-all. You got to have your head on a swivel when you're on a point.
Holding lanes is hard in pubs because, I mean, you and I catch ourselves doing it all the time, but you and I especially, we're used to being, like, the lone wolf, like, doing everything.
Yeah.
So if you're watching, like, my back, like, I just got to trust.
Yeah.
Like, and for the most part, like, I just trust you the entire time. Like, look, if I die, whatever, you'll get the trade.
Yep.
And vice versa. But it's real, like, I've gotten way better at, like, trusting random people, but it never works out for me.
Yeah, right.
It, like, usually never does.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's better than me turning around than costing.
Yeah,
like,
no, exactly.
But there have been times, like, on raid in the ring,
Yep.
I'll be watching, like, into pillars.
Yep.
And someone's, like, shooting from, like, the stairway where laundry is.
Yep.
And I'm like, they can't see me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, I got to trust that these guys get the kill. And sometimes I don't, and then I turn. Guess what? That COD timing, a guy pushes pillars and gets me from behind.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're toast.
Like, shit.
Yeah. No, it can fall apart quickly.
Yeah.
You gotta survey the leaderboards to see who you can trust.
The chemistry is important.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta trust. Like you and I, like we know the routes that we run, and like usually the timing when we hit everything. But you have to trust like your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, dude, if you and I were playing together and I was dying every single time.
Yeah.
Like, and you weren't watching my back, like, we'd be getting mad.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that definitely happens between, like, random friends all the time.
Yeah, be like, dude, what the hell?
Like,
it's like, dude, you need to find a different way to watch that because you die every time.
Yeah,
you know?
So definitely pick your friends.
Yeah, pick your Call of Duty friends. Yeah.
But yeah, those are. I mean, we can go on and on, but those are definitely a list of cons that we hate.
Yeah, so if you find yourself offending one of those, I think through each of these we kind of talked about, what you're doing, what like the problem is with that con, and do the opposite of that to fix it. Some of these we touched on how you can fix them.
Yeah.
They're pretty easy fixes.
And if you guys see us on the playing like Control, then I hope you guys are implementing that because we're gonna get you.
Yeah, don't cost when we're on your team, right?
Yeah,
and you'll know too because we'll have in our clan tag the TCC.
Yeah,
for the COD Casuals.
I want to see people rocking that. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, if you're listening, you play COD, rock it for us. Why not? TCC, we'll know it's you.
If we see someone,
that we'd flip. That'd be insane.
We'll hop into the chat.
We'll actually talk. We'd have a reason to go into the party chat. But yeah, if you run into us with that clan tag, for the love of God, don't offend us on these points.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, don't be costing.
Yeah, and for the people that are like, you guys are sweats, you're trying hard, dude. If I'm joining a pub, I'm not expecting to lose. I'm sorry. Like, I go in a game expecting to win.
Exactly.
I don't know many people that like play
games
COD
to lose.
just to lose. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Something's wrong with you if that's how you play games.
Yeah,
So.
But yeah, so this was our list of cons. I think next episode we can do pros.
Yeah, absolutely.
Balance it out.
Right.
Don't want to bring too much negativity.
Yeah, exactly. we'll have a shining beacon.
Yeah.
Into episode 18.
There's a lot of great things pub players do too.
Yeah. So we'll touch upon that next week.
Yeah. But yeah, so in terms of like competitive COD, real quick, like the games are happening. Like like you and I, we don't want to go too deep into it just because. Right now, I don't know. It's the bottom team's just fighting for 8th. So,
yeah, and I think the biggest thing that happened this weekend is Mutineers, who are in the 8th spot.
Yeah,
they're doing really well, and they're pulling away. They're making a big gap, making things that much harder for the bottom teams.
Yeah,
Mutineers stepped up. The bottom 4 teams, not
really doing anything.
Yeah,
so that's why I think right now is a good time for us to just talk about the other topics for like more casual people.
Yeah,
and again, like. We want this to be more for casual players, not just people that follow CDL.
Yeah, so hopefully things spice up a little bit in the CDL.
Mm-hmm.
That's worthwhile talking about, but that's kind of where it's at right now. It's going to be really interesting, maybe or when the major shows up, there might be a shuffle, but as of now, we'll mention the games a little bit, keep you posted on what's happening.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a recap of stage 4 or major 4.
Yeah,
because it's on LAN and stuff, so we'll have a lot to talk about. But the games leading up to it, I mean, just know that the bottom 4 teams those are the most like fun matches to watch because it means a lot for them. But that's about it.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I think that's it.
I think that's it too, man. Wrap it up.
So yeah, if you guys want to follow us on anchor.fm / the COD Casuals. We're on like all those streaming platforms. Follow us on Twitter. Tweet at us.
At the COD Casuals?
Yeah, at the COD Casuals. We'll respond. We've been tweeting out a lot lately, so every single day.
Yep.
And I think that's it. Oh, YouTube.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Right.
And I think, I mean, I guess we can mention this. Like, eventually, I think we're going to do, like, VODs when we're ready.
Yep.
I think that's more, like, definitely in the future, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, not anytime soon, but... If you are listening and you're interested, let us know.
Yeah, because even if one person is interested, like I would do it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? We don't have to empty the bank account to go and set that up. You know?
Exactly. So, but I think that's it.
I think that's it, bro.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to episode 17 of the COD Casuals.
Crazy.
Next week, we're gonna be talking about pros of public matches again. So. Be ready for that episode.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
I'll see you guys next week.
All right, take it easy.
Peace.